The paper slid across the table, still warm from the printer. Divorce. Her signature looked rehearsed, mine hadn't been written yet. She smiled like a victor, phone already in hand, thumbs moving fast. By the time I stood up, the caption was live. He's the one losing everything. I remember the sound of the cafe, cups clinking, a laugh from the corner, normal life continuing while she detonated ours. I didn't argue, I didn't plead. I nodded, slow and calm, and folded the paper once. I left without my coffee. We didn't start like this. We started with promise, a rainy night, a bar that smelled like citrus cleaner and old wood. She told me she liked men who listened. I listened. We built a life on quiet mornings and shared calendars, on spreadsheets and trust. I handled the structure, she handled the shine. People thought she was the engine. I didn't correct them. Love makes you generous with your blind spots. The first crack was small, a meeting that ran late, again. A phone flipped face down, again. I noticed the new password before I noticed the new perfume. Patterns form when you stop pretending they're coincidences. I stopped asking questions. I started watching. The evidence arrived without drama. A message preview caught in the reflection of a window. Just a name and a time. Enough. I felt the heartbreak arrive like weather, inevitable, impersonal. I breathed through it. Control is a muscle. I kept mine strong. I didn't confront her. That's what she expected. Emotion, noise. I gave her silence. I began to inventory. Accounts, titles, clauses. The small line in the prenup she skimmed because she trusted me to explain it later. Later arrived early. When she filed, she thought she'd seized the narrative, public victory, private devastation, for me. She posted the line and waited for applause. I watched the likes climb like a stock price. I smiled once, then I made my calls. I didn't do anything illegal. I didn't do anything dramatic. I did what I'd always done. I arranged the truth. I separated my labor from her image. The consulting agreement she'd insisted on, the one that credited her brand while compensating my firm on performance. Termination for cause, breach. Morals clauses are dull until they aren't. The quiet retainer I paid to a forensic accountant years ago, insurance disguised as friendship, earned its keep. I documented, I timed, I let her think the divorce was the end game. It wasn't, it was the opening. By morning, her accountant called her. I wasn't on the line. I didn't need to be. I know the words he used because she repeated them to me later, voice thin, rehearsed confidence evaporating. Actually, you might want to sit down. The house she bragged about? Joint, but leveraged against future earnings she no longer controlled. The accounts she flaunted? Revenue reclassified. The company she told people was hers? Licensed, not owned. The post that declared my loss? Exhibit A. We met again days later, same cafe, different weather. She came in loud, then quiet when she saw my face. I looked rested. I had slept well. "You did this," she said. Accusation without teeth. "I did the work," I said. Truth without apology. She tried anger, then tears, then charm. I let the cycle complete. It was important she understood there was no lever left to pull. The lawyer she brought spoke in careful tones. I spoke less. The moment landed when she checked her phone. No notifications. The applause had moved on. The narrative changed faster than she could refresh. People love a winner until they love a fall more. I slid a folder across the table. Not thick, precise. She didn't open it. She didn't need to. She knew what it meant. "You're not ruined," I said, "because cruelty is inefficient. You're recalibrated." Her eyes searched mine for mercy. She found equilibrium. That hurt more. Walking out, I felt something loosen in my chest. Not triumph, release. Revenge is a crude word for a clean outcome. I hadn't destroyed her. I'd removed the illusion that she was untouchable. Later, alone, I replayed the beginning, the rain, the promise. I forgave the man who believed her because he had built something worth believing in. I kept the man who learned. She texts sometimes, not threats, not apologies, weather reports from a life that shrank. I don't reply. Silence, used properly, is definitive. I didn't win because she lost. I won because I refused to bleed publicly, because I waited, because I understood the architecture of what we'd built and dismantled it without spectacle. Her post is still out there, aging poorly. Justice doesn't need a crowd, it needs patience. And when the call came, when the words landed, "You might want to sit down," I was already standing.